King Ice.
King Ice, baby.
King Ice.
King Ice, man, we here.
King Ice.
King Ice.
King Ice.
King Ice, baby, it's official.
What do you smell? The sweet leaf. It's cooking.
That's hard.
Oh, I'm officially a rapper. That's because you won the Grammy, bro.
It's your Pharaoh, Crimson of the Get It in Blood family. Download my new hit single, This Is For, and look for my latest album, Toaster, to drop in the new year. Let's get it together. Let's get it in blood.
I want to commend you again on this new energy.
Thank you.
And I called you one day and I was like, yo, how are you doing this, man? You're showing up on everything and you having the best verse. Like, what's going on? Where did you get this from? Where'd you get this from? And it was like, you know, you went through a situation where you realized you just gotta kill everything.
Yeah, and it was a conversation I had with Sean P overseas, and this was like my 5th time over there, man. I was tired of that shit because we couldn't get no money here. You know, all these young cats, they was eating up the money, eating up the shows, all that shit. So, you know, we wasn't getting booked here, went overseas, ran into Sean P at and they were over there every time we was over there.
Right.
You know, MOP too, used to run into them a lot. And I was like,
shout
yo.
out to Fame, shout out to Dance.
I was like, yo, I've been listening to your shit. I didn't even know it was you, nigga. Like, I think Sean P is totally different from who Ruck is and shit. Like, I didn't even know that was you, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, you killing that shit.
Yeah.
What made you, like, where you get this? And nigga was like, yo, I know I'm better than all them niggas. That shit resonated, I don't know why, but it resonated with me. And I was like, you know what? I'm better than all these niggas.
Too.
Let me go sit my ass down and write some shit and show and prove.
Right.
Because a lot of my years in the game were wasted. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I wasted a lot of fucking time doing shit I wasn't supposed to be doing that I had to atone for, that some of it I'm still atoning for to this day.
But that's why I say, like, you with a label would be like, there's so many things you could school somebody to.
Yeah.
So they don't get caught up. They'll see it coming. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you won't see this shit coming. That's the biggest misconception, and and it gets to a point where you're so paranoid you can't enjoy yourself. You'll never see it coming because it comes in so many different forms, and then when you look back on it, you don't have anyone to blame but yourself, and that makes you even madder. I was just so angry for so long that it got to a point where it was like, I got tired of my bullshit. And I needed a change.
Right.
Now, when you get tired of your own bullshit, that's growth, nigga.
Right.
That's growth right there. Like, I'm tired of myself.
Right.
And I thought, I put the effort into it, man. And I mean, same thing.
I gotta say the same thing about you
same
because
thing.
there was a point where I was like, I don't know about Real Deal.
Me?
And you just you awakened.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, nah, it's time everybody dies. And you showed up, you beat Chilla twice. You beat Chilla twice.
Debatable.
The best Charron I ever saw was last weekend.
Yeah, he was good. He was really good.
The best Charron I've ever saw was last weekend.
He looked crushed.
Yeah, he was very crushed. Because I think he knows this was the best Charron. I still lost.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was hurt for him. Like, not even trying to be funny, I was hurt for him because I feel like the story is great. The belt going back to Canada, and he is Mr. Canada, he wants to represent it. But it just got to a point where I was like, man, you gotta take this shit off my fucking cold, dead fingertips, man. You better be so fucking crazy when you show up. Because I always have had in battle rap a chip on my shoulder, right? So, and that's why, like, when I would go to Scribble Jam and, the West Coast would click up and I'd be like from Pittsburgh up there, you know what I mean? And Pittsburgh is great, but it is where fashion goes to die. Like, I think Echo finally died in Pittsburgh. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, I want to, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm like, I just feel away, like, damn, man, like, so every time I go to these events and go, you know what I mean? Like that, I made it a point. I would always strategically made it a point to not have people behind me when I battle, or not have people. So I'm like, damn, I really want to see Charron win the title. I said, but goddamn, if he got to beat me for it, man, you know, you got to climb Hamburger Hill, man. I'm gonna fucking. This is chess, not checkers, man. So,
why do you think Charron's not even mentioned a lot of times on people's lists and shit?
I don't know, man. Charron is good.
State?
He's very good. I think Charron maybe has had some regrettable. We all have regrettable things we said or did in battle rap.
Right.
But I think Charron maybe has done or said some things that weren't him for the purpose of battle rap. I've been guilty of it myself, but I think he has a longer list of that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
because the first clip I saw of Corey Charron, he was in high school and he was battling somebody in his high school, and I guess someone died from a car accident
like
in the
that
school.
fucking weekend or something. Or the week
Like
before.
that weekend. And he was like, everyone wishes you died instead of such and such.
Oh yeah.
And everybody stopped like,
And the thing about Charron is like he's the nicest.
and he was just
coolest
there
dude,
like looking like,
you know?
yeah, I said it. What's gonna happen now? You
And
know
then he
what I
like
mean?
he Homer Simpsoned
Right,
out the
and
picture.
they were like, yo,
yeah.
just get out, just leave, just leave.
And
he just
it's-
walks away.
Yeah, and so man, first of all, Charron is one of the best freestylers I've ever.
Yo.
That motherfucker freestyle. I think he's trying to get the Guinness Book of World Record freestyle shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like he is very, very, very good. Like he's.
And it's got to be good because I could get his. I mean, I can go rat, bat, cat, sat, dat.
Yeah.
Black.
No, he'll do. No, I feel and don't like we've all done the freestyle thing, but he's good and one thing about Charron too is great is he takes criticism. He's not like an angry battler, like fuck you know about it, fan. Like you don't know shit. He'll be like, okay, maybe I do need to add more
easy to do when
cadence.
you're autistic, bro. Like, come on.
So I think, like I said, man, I feel like I show up every time and give 110. How receptive the crowd is, and you brought up a good point earlier with like the changing of hip hop, changing of battle rap's the same. Like when we came up, Rex will be like, get him, Rex, or whatever, like, throw his hat. Motherfucker, there's whole camps behind people grabbing their shirts, manhead, like, and that shit throws me off. Like, I'm like, oh, that's a lot. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm battling more, so.
Not the lyrics, you battling a persona.
Yeah, I'm battling an entire fucking corner of hype machine, so.
But that's gonna push the machine forward, the personas, man. I mean, wrestlers, they do a bunch of fucking moves in there. We love them for that shit. But when they do those promos, sometimes people just tune in for them promos.
Those Ultimate Warrior joints. Nah, but I honestly, bro, like I said, man, I always.
Macho Man was the best at that shit.
Yeah, I'm too hot to handle and I'm too cold to hold.
You smell that mean gene? That's success, brother.
Remember when Jake the Snake had the snake bite his arm and shit?
Yeah, that was real shit, though. Real shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
But coming from where you're at now, like, to where, I mean, coming from where you've been to where you're at now, why do you think you're being more accepted now? Like, I think, in my opinion, I think a lot of it has to do with people catching one of your battles, then going back and looking at your past battles to see how consistent you are. So now you're on the radar and each one teach one. But why do you think you resonate now?
I think, you know what I think it is, man? I think that people.
It's the beard.
Like, no, I think that people always knew, and I never, like, people always be like, yo, you think you're one of the most underrated. And I was always like, nah, because I know Math thinks I'm dope, Verb knows I'm dope. Like, you know what I mean? So who am I underrated to? Like, random Twitter 2476, like, one thing that is a knock on myself is I'm not the best at marketing myself. I'm not the best with doing these promos. I'm the type to be like, yo, I think you're dope. I'm dope. We should battle. That's boring as shit.
Right.
You want to see me get on camera like, that's the wackest motherfucker I ever. It feels unnatural to me.
Yeah.
I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like people was asking me before, like about potential battles, and I was like, I said, I remember for a minute I wanted to battle O-Red, but I remember I said something to him like in New York at a McDonald's. He was like, people saying I should smoke you, and I'm like, yeah, set it up. He's like, I don't know. I said, how the fuck did that just work like that? I thought, you know what I mean?
Like that's what it was.
Yeah, but like he was doing the, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to fucking fan the fire like that. So that's and then like.
You ain't gonna bring me no views, real deal.
And I think the other thing is I'm always like, yo, I'm Trevor, like whatever. Like people be stunned when I be drinking a beer outside of a battle. But, oh, you for real be drinking? I'm like, yeah, I fucking drink beer. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I mean? It's like I probably make myself too approachable or too.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you do have to be. The more aloof you are, the more people respect that shit, which I can respect because I used, you know, Mariah Carey was like. But then after taking the clothes off for like 5, 6, 7, 8 times on camera, it was more or less like, oh, okay, man, we got anything else?
Right.
You know?
Right.
But yeah, no, I think the biggest thing I always claimed that I wanted in battle rap was that nobody can leave a real deal battle and say he's whack. You could be like, it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, or I don't believe him. You could, whatever the fuck you come up. You can't say he's whack. Right. You can't be like, that dude's fucking whack. No. And I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Because battle rap is so subjective. You know what I mean?
You hear that? Another slight swipe at the fans. Yeah, I told y'all, they don't love y'all, man. They don't love y'all at all, man. Come over here, though. I love you.
You know,
I love all y'all.
I got love. You know what I'm saying? Hop the game. You know what it is.
Yeah, looking for chance. Yeah, but I found me big dollars and still won't see. No